Ha ha! Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. I hope that you guys had an awesome day. I'm going to share quickly some stuff that you need to know about the XRPL automated market maker, the AMM. It's important. We're about to go live date is right around the corner, family. It's important to understand this when you're providing liquidity. Hugely important. Listen, the market family is doing what the market does. No need to go over the numbers, except the Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. Isn't that crazy? A new all-time high for Bitcoin. I can't wait to share with you guys my AI DPEN, my AI slant DPEN plays, decentralized physical infrastructure plays. Can't wait to share with you guys. I'm sharing with the GWW Mastermind today. Can't wait to share with you guys. For sure. I got my Zoom thing is like messing up. It's got this little black thing going on here. I don't know what is going on with that. What is freaking going on with that? Let me do this. Let me see if this will get rid of it. Let's do this. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, that's not what I wanted. No, all right, let's try this. Let's try this. So crazy. I don't know. It's so crazy, this little black thing shows up out of nowhere. What's going on, family? Boston Mash is in the building. Elvin Pena's here. Paul Bogo. Paul Bogo is in the stream live. BTC is never going to dump the 30K. You are right, my friend. Looks like that ain't happening. Not during this season. And what is it going to matter if I do get a 50% drop in my altcoins? If BTC keeps running the way it is, 50% will still put freaking altcoins at new all-time highs or something. I mean, who knows? Goodness gracious. What is going on? See, I can't see the comments because of this stupid thing. Alex G is in the building. Alex G was first. What's going on, my guys? Good to see you. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. Shout out to Mr. Huber, by the way. I was checking my comments this morning, as I always do. And I was checking my comments this morning, and one of the people in the comments of the video said, I'm here, I'm checking in here because of Mr. Huber. Thinking, Mr. Huber, what? You know, Stephon Huber, Mr. Huber on X. Then I go check out X for a little bit, and I noticed that he had come across the Crypto Caesars channel for the first time ever, and apparently he gave some shout outs. So, Mr. Huber, I appreciate that, my friend. I really do. We finally broke the 8,000 sub barrier. I mean, thank God. Finally, it's been years, it's been probably close to 2 years, if not over 2 years, stuck in the 73 to 7,600 range. Got out of that shadow ban from YouTube. Life is good right now. Life is good. Never trust Solomon. Alvin Pena says, I love Bitcoin even though I don't own any. But just the fact that every altcoin are coupled to Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin rises, then altcoin rises. SMH. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I hear you, my friend. I hear that. I'm going to try and share the screen, and maybe this will help with this stupid. I got this big black box that keeps coming up every time my Zoom thing comes up, and I don't know why that is happening. But if I share the screen, it doesn't do it. Listen, we got to get into some stuff today. It's hugely important. Let's do this. Let's mute that. We're going to get into some stuff today because it's hugely important. You got to know about the AML. Try to learn as much as you humanly possibly can before it goes live. Again, you know our mantra for the channel: don't chase the game. Let the game come to you. I'm seeing people talking about putting $100,000 in with Bitcoin. Bitcoin. XRP hits this price, $5. XRP hits. Yeah, I don't know about that, but listen, everyone has got to make their own decision. And for me, if you're not an experienced LPer, liquidity provider, 100K, 50K, 10K, and you're not an experienced LPer, unless you have $100,000 worth of XRP that you're good with just going to 45,000 or 35,000. in value. I mean, if you're good with that and you understand that, and perhaps you got this long thing ahead, you got a long-term horizon, and you can wait for things to balance out if you're in the right type of liquidity pool. But again, that will require an experienced LPer. An experienced LPer. So we'll get into it. Felix, what's going on, Felix? Good to see you, my friend. Life is good right now. Again, I mean, I don't know. The market is just doing what it does, family, right? Just doing what it does. I was checking this trade here just to see. Yeah, we've been in this for a minute now. That's not a bad chart. We've been in that for a minute. For a minute now, but we weren't in heavily. We didn't chase the game. And now that we kind of got this, I may add to the position. We were in here down here, just hanging out. Right? Took advantage of this little, this little thing here between 77% and 2100%. But we didn't chase the game. This is RWA play, by the way. All right, so let me show you the numbers real quick. All right, according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.9 trillion. We are almost there. We're almost to 3 freaking trillion. Let me refresh that again. Is that right? 2.9? Yep, 2.9 trillion. We're almost back to the all-time high for the total cryptocurrency market cap. Bitcoin dominance, however, is only at 49%. And this is in reference to the altcoins doing crazy numbers, not 200% and 300%, not 200% and 300% in 7 days or 14 days. No, we're talking 100 to 200% a day, that kind of stuff. Okay, 50% a day, 1,500% in a month. I'm talking about that kind of numbers, right? We need Bitcoin dominance to get around 56% at least. All right, so Bitcoin is and then the rotation happens, okay? Bitcoin is trading at $73,000. Ethereum is over $4,000. I took both my Bitcoin and Ethereum, 90-something% of it, 90% of it, put it in the stables, and then bought altcoins. So, like, a lot of people would think that's crazy, but a few percentage, this is just a few percentage, 50K and 26K. Well, 2,600. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I did. So XRP is trading at 68 cents. The market is just doing what it does, fam. Look at Avalanche up there, 32% on the 7-day. That's cool, but it's nothing compared to when these things really start to run. The market is just doing what it does. Let's go over, before I go over some education on the XRPL and fees and all this kind of different stuff like that. Oh man, XCAD network, interesting. I was on the XCAD network messing around over there. I don't know if I ever had any tokens though, but it's up 39.6%. I was over there messing around, watching videos and earning stuff. Anyway, market is doing what it does. Those are the numbers. Before I go over this XRP AMM kind of teaching training here, I want to go over this very, look, this is something that we have to pay attention to it. The bigger picture is always the bigger picture. The bigger picture is always the bigger picture, fam. It's not going to change. So I just want to share this. Maybe some of the XRP entertaining content creators. My mom just had her bank account frozen because she tried to send a couple of grand to a Bitcoin exchange. They cited fraud. Her own money to go purchase an asset that she wants. They froze her account and they cited fraud as the reason. He goes on to say she spent 40 minutes on the phone verifying herself and answering 1 million questions. They have been buying Bitcoin for years at the same bank account, same Bitcoin exchange. Yet The name of the bank is called CommBank. I don't know if COMM Bank. It's a major Australian bank. Decided to freeze it. In result, after answering 1 million questions, account remains frozen. Listen to this. The bank lady said, yes, it's your money, but you signed in the terms that once you send it to our bank, we have authority to do this. And there's people promoting traditional financial products. Who do you think they bank with? Right now, she cannot buy food. It's her only bank account. Yeah. Some people still got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, the traditional financial space and traditional financial system and the digital asset space. Because for some reason, they think that this will never happen to them. Operation Choke Point 3.0, or whatever it is now, is a US-led agenda. It ain't Australian Bank is not leading the charge of Operation Choke Point 3.0. Just some food for thought, family. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourself. So, let me share this. This is from January 9th. Pretty cool, says David Fueling. David Fueling is currently engineer at RippleX Dev and some sentiment. Pretty cool. Our evaluation, this is from this article, rvix.org, this research, Mickey B. Fresh cites a lot in his videos when he's going over the XRP AMM. Our evaluation results reveal that the XRPL AMM, leveraging market volatility, outperforms Uniswap in various areas. Uniswap is the numero uno. It's bigger than some giants in traditional finance. It says it outperforms Uniswap in various areas, including slippage and impermanent loss reduction, the pace of price synchronization, and overall operational efficiency. Now, this is version 3 and 2 of Uniswap. Version 4 is looking to change the numbers a little bit on impermanent loss, but it ain't out yet. I think something has to happen with Ethereum's then come and some other thing, and then some things can happen better for Uniswap. But for us, at version 0.0, okay, just want you to understand that. Version 0.0 of the XRPL AMM outperforms Uniswap. That is in version 3, awaiting version 4. Do you understand? It's pretty cool. I'm gonna share something here from my guy Panos. But I think it's important. He gives a great example. It's hugely important to understand here. All right, let's see here. That's craziness about the dude's mom bank account. What the world? I'm nervous because we got a letter from our bank. We've been banking for, I don't know, 2 decades plus. A new terms of service. There's a new terms of service. Didn't mention anything about crypto transactions. I read it. New terms of service. I'm nervous about it. I'm exiting because I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm probably either going to do credit union or a brokerage account. I'm trying to figure out which one might be more liquid. In other words, which one can I get in and out of quicker? Brokerage tends to do the 2 to 3 day thing. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see. We got 2 different brokerages accounts, so we've got a Fidelity one as well. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, understanding fees on an automated market maker. A key feature of AMMs is the fee structure, says Panos. The most common pool fee is typically 0.3%. This fee is taken from each trade and distributed to liquidity providers, LPers, as we like to say, as a reward for their deposited funds. Compared to centralized exchanges, which often have fees ranging from 0.1% to 0.05%, taker and maker fees, they like to call them, AMMs sit comfortably within this range. However, centralized exchanges may also charge additional fees for various services and have hidden fees, like Coinbase. Coinbase is just brutal on fees. Centralized exchanges also often have tiered fee structures. Kraken just reminded us all about their tiered fee structure. I just got an email about it. It was either yesterday or today. Centralized exchanges also have tiered fee structures, which can be opaque and favor high volume traders. That's correct. The fees for the 50,000 and less in trades went up. Oh, hold on 1 second. Because if I don't do something about that, that thing's gonna keep beeping. Hold on a second. Hold on. Live television. Live television, family. Live television. All right, let's share this again. All right. Right. So AMMs, on the other hand, democratize trading by applying a flat fee rate to all, enhancing fairness. The fixed fee model of AMMs also provide full transparency. Traders know exactly what they will pay on each trade. Hugely important to understand that. You'll know what your fee is for every trade without worrying about hidden costs. The combination of transparent fees, self-custody, technically, and inclusivity. In other words, right? You ain't gonna fill out any paperwork, bank account paperwork, signing your rights and ownership of your money over to another entity, which is exactly what you do when you open a bank account and a brokerage account, by the way. Brokerage accounts is a little different. They have this little clause in most brokerage accounts that says, if in the event that we are unable to pay, yeah, so check the clauses on it. You'll see it. Check with your attorney who goes over contracts. They'll tell you. All right. AMMs, on the other hand, democratize trading by applying a flat fee rate to all, enhancing fairness. The fixed fee model of AMMs also provide full transparency. Traders know exactly what they will pay on each trade without worrying about hidden costs. The combination of transparent fees, self-custody, and inclusivity makes AMMs a powerful tool for financial empowerment. In other words, just don't be an LPer just for providing liquidity sake. Understand what it is that you're doing here. Everybody keeps worrying about what it is that they're losing and not focusing on what it is that they're gaining. Self-custody, transparency, inclusivity. You understand? Hugely important. So I love that someone had a question here, and Panos is willing to post some stuff and not hide behind cancel culture and the Twitter police when asking some questions. So this dude, XRP Proxy, says, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's say I was able to provide liquidity at the peak price of $10 each token. I don't think that'll be the peak price this, but remember, we'll see. The peak price of $10 each token, and the total value of my asset is now $100,000. Then, so he comes into the liquidity pool with XRP at $10, right? And he put a certain amount of tokens in to reach 100,000 in value. You know the number. He says, then the price went down to 75 cents. from $10, keep these numbers in mind, from $10 to 75 cents. Check the question. If I get out of the liquidity pool, my total value would still be at least $100,000, right? No impermanent loss. I applaud the dude for having the courage to ask the question. The price of the asset that he put into the liquidity pool was $10 per XRP. The price of that asset went down to 75 cents. And he questions whether the value will still be at 100K, at 100K. Okay, he says, right? No impermanent loss. Okay, this is something that we have to correct in the state of the XRP holders' knowledge about liquidity pools. Okay, panel says that is not correct. Whenever there is any price change, there is what we call impermanent loss. Right? Because you got some XRP in the pool, you got some XRP not in the pool, right? There's going to be more transactions going over here than going on some stuff that you got on your ledger, right? There's no balancing on the ledger or stuff going over here. There is over here, right? He says, which is that is not correct. Whenever there is any price change, there is impermanent loss. Impermanent loss, which is basically the change of the price ratio on the assets. There's, right? It's a little different. Permanent loss, impermanent loss. It's just, right? Permanent loss means a loss, and it could be permanent if you exit within the loss state, within the loss value state, you exit it, or it might not be impermanent loss because you hang around and you hang around until it rebalances, and then you add the fees, and you could be even ahead, right? But anyway, that's an LPer example. So Panos goes on to say, let's say you deposit 50K worth of XRP at $10. Let's just say that's what you do. $50,000 worth of XRP at $10. So that's 5,000 XRP and $50,000 worth of USDC. So you're in a asset and a stable coin liquidity pair, as opposed to a stable coin and a stable coin, as opposed to an asset and an asset like XRP and BTC. Different liquidity pools operate differently during different conditions, right? So let's say you deposit $50,000 worth of XRP at $10 per. So that's 5,000 XRP and $50,000 worth of USDC. So your total liquidity at the time of deposit so 100,000 total liquidity at the time of deposit. And then the price of XRP, now he uses the word instantly, but you could just take out instantly, doesn't matter. It still happens. It still goes from $10 to 75 cents, right? He says that the price of XRP instantly crashes to 75 cents based on the constant product formula that the XRPL AMM uses, and excluding any fees earned during that period, excluding the fees, your total liquidity after the crash will be worth $14,000. Right? $14,000. If you held your 5,000 XRP, if you held the 5,000 as opposed to putting it in the liquidity pool, that would now be worth $3,550 and 50,000 USDC. Then you would have a total of 53,750 as opposed to having 14K, right? And if you held all the 100K in XRP, which would be 10,000 XRP, they would be worth $7,500. That is what you call impermanent loss. It's kind of this situation as opposed to this situation, and how you work that out, how you make that happen, right? Now, here's the question. Here's the question that I want you to consider or answer for me. XRP in this scenario that this dude offered, this MJ XRP proxy, said he entered into the liquidity pool with XRP being at $10. He exited the liquidity pool with XRP being at 75 cents. I ask you, the Crypto Siege family, what kind of market condition do you think that dude was in? $10 to 75 cents. What's the math on that retracement? And what kind of pool do you think that dude was in? I mean, a condition in the pool was he in? I'll get to the comments here in the chat for a second. I just love you guys to play along here. The dude entered a pool in which XRP was at $10, and he exited the pool. And XRP is at 75 cents. What kind of condition when he exited do you think the market was in? Or maybe, yeah, right. What kind of, just, what do you think? Let's see here. What if I do this? What happens? Okay, perfect. So Yokaze says he bought in the bull and wants to sell in the bear. Anyone else? Felix says hyper bear market. Anyone else care to guess? I see Terry Brennan checked in. What's going on, Terry Brennan? Appreciate you checking in. X Factor is in the building. How are you? Anyone else? What condition do you think the market was in when the dude exited? Anyone else care to guess? You only got a couple of, you got three choices. You got two choices. You got a bear market and you got a bull market. Which one do you think it is? Inkpen 27. What's good, my guy? Anyone else care to guess? Phantom Beat's in the building, says hello. What's going on, Phantom Beat? So the answer will probably be a hyper bear market, right? I mean, think about that bear market, says LPer. There you go, right? $10 to 75 cents. What's that? What kind of drop is from $10 to 75 cents, less than a dollar? Is that 85% drop? Is that, I don't even know what kind of drop that is. What's the drop from $10 to 75 cents? I mean, the drop is what? Paul Bogle says a lot. I mean, think about that. That's a big drop, right? And so the dude gives a scenario in which he chooses to exit when the value of the asset he deposited is at the least, right? So number one, that's not a good move. And number two, he was probably in this liquidity pool at the end of a bull market going into a bear market. Strategy is different. The pool that you're in, the strategy is different, right? Right? It's a different strategy. And then the other part is he decides to exit, right? It's hard to make up with fees when you exit, when your asset is at its lowest, at its lowest. You understand? Kiva says the online calculator says 92.5% decrease. When do altcoins get an 85 to 95% decrease? Yeah. in bear markets. And bear market. That doesn't happen in a bull run. Even with sideways movement, even with retraces, you don't get a 90-something percent, right? So the dude is asking the question about something leaving the bull, going into a bear, and really at the high, at the hyper end of this, extreme bear market, right? Alvin Pena says, LOL, worst decision to do. He panicked and didn't think it could rise again. It's just 100%, Alvin Pena. You're exactly right. Paul Bogle says it's a nice tax loss. Yeah. If you go, yeah, you get out of the liquidity pool, and I think exiting the liquidity pool requires a trade also, like into a stable or into another asset. I think then you can realize the loss, I think. But anyway, right? Not a great move, right? Not a great move. This is why I say it's hugely important to understand the market conditions when you're in these liquidity pools, because the strategies are different dependent upon the conditions of the market, right? It's massively, right? In a bear market, if I'm in stables, and maybe if it's a high APR asset and stable, if it's a high APR, because then I'm just holding for the long run. I don't care how long bear thing is. I'm taking advantage of the APR. I'm getting a reward in an asset that I like, right? I'm not interested in ABCDE coin, but if I'm getting rewards in XRP, okay, I'm good. I'll take the APR and I'm good. And I'm gonna get through that bear and I'm gonna go to the bull because I'm getting this asset that I value, which is XRP. You understand? You understand? But exiting, this is why you don't chase the game, right? You let the game come to you. I get a little worried about people saying they're going to be in a liquidity pool with $100,000 in value, and they've never been in a liquidity pool. Right? If you've never been in a liquidity pool, look, that's challenging. Now, if you got $10 million worth of XRP, doesn't it feel like 100,000 or 50,000 is just kind of some kind of play money? It's just kind of a play money thing, right? But $100,000 of XRP at $10, if that's 5,000 XRP, maybe for someone, I don't know what that would be. $10 per XRP, well, that would be 50,000. So it would be 10,000 XRP at $10. But maybe for someone, 10,000 XRP is, that's nothing. For 90-something% of the people, that's a lot of XRP. You see what I'm saying? Uh-oh, somebody's going to lend me some XRP. Who is it? Crypto Raji, are you going to lend me some XRP, bro? Sorry, let me get to some of the comments here. So just want to give you an example of how the LPs work. Again, hugely important to understand, don't change the game. Hugely got to understand the market conditions. One might say, I'm not telling you what to do, but one might say that in a bull run, the asset to assets tend to perform better. Asset to asset. So, all right. So let's see here. In a bull run. All right. Inkpin 27, I said hello. John Edwards was good, my guy. Make sure I catch up to all the people that checked in. Yes, Alvin Pena, it was over 3 trillion a couple years ago. Anyone know where to sign up for the AMM and if there are tutorials on how to use it, but ain't AMM still on voting and not live? Yeah, it's not live yet. And there are places to learn about the XRPL AMM. I don't know, when you say tutorials to use it, do you mean like, okay, this is what I do, this is where I go, I single-sided, dual-sided, you mean that kind of stuff like that? I believe um, um, Vet on X has a good tutorial on that at VET. Paul Bogle says we have this issue with the Australian banks. Yeah, it's interesting to me. Huh? People from Australia. Yeah. I used to have a bunch of people from Australia, New Zealand. 5 times over the years in the UK, they have done it. John Edwards says 5 times over the years, 5 times he had his bank account frozen in the UK. Good night. That's not great, bro. Sorry to hear that. X Factor says, has anyone used the AMM on XLM? Curious what kind of gains you get there. I have not used it. I heard one of the entertaining content creators, the XRP content creators, said they did, but I have not. X Factor, once the tokens are in the pool, you don't have XRP, you have LP tokens. That's correct. Yeah, you have the LP token is a representation of what you have in the liquidity pool. What are you guys big on now? Paul Bogle, consolation. Linda, I missed you checking in. How are you, miss? I think you should talk about the CMM, the continuous auction mechanism, about how it's set up to reduce impermanent loss that everyone is crazy about. Paul Bogle says many of the projects CJ looks into are great. CJ is very smart and knows his stuff. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate that. So, yeah, the CMM, the CAM. Here's the thing, right? I did a video the other day about let's hop off the mid curve, right? XRP holders, let's hop off the mid curve, right? I don't know the ins and outs of how it works. I know it involves arbitrageurs, right? Because they're going to basically get into an auction to bid on being able to do arbitraging, and those fees go to LPers, what helps to add to the fee structures that LPers would be getting. But it also has a way of, I think, minimizing the volatility that can kind of offset that risk, or if you will, of impermanent loss. But here's the thing that I'll say. It has a continuous auction mechanism. It has more features than Uniswap. That's what I'll say, right? It has it, right? So just understand that. Kyle Timor is in the building. What's going on? G-Dub Mastermind guy. Proud Patreon member. Kyle, how are you, bro? It's based on the assets, the value of the assets that you put in during the when you put them in. X Factor says, when you put in your XRP, don't you get LP tokens? Yes. And what is the value of those based on it? LP is just a representation of what you put in. So if you put in 1,000 XRP at $10, is that $10,000? $10,000. That's the value. 10,000 in XRP. And you're going to either put 10,000 in USDC, or you're going to split the 10,000 into 5,000 XRP and 5,000 USDC. LP says, at least crypto, in my opinion, doesn't have contract long put options or short put options. Well, there are platforms that do provide that kind of stuff. They have perps and perp decks that do that kind of stuff as well. Celsius is happy with my XRP account, says Paul Bogle. Yeah, tell me about it. There's a sign up Google. D Brown, what's up, Siege? What's up with you, bro? Yep. Soyakaze says XRP Bagman, XRP Bags channel has a tutorial for orchestra finance. Yes, he does. Very good video. I watched that video because orchestra is in like the DevNet stuff right now. Keela says, yeah, my UK friends are really hurting with anything that has to do with crypto and the banks. That's interesting. Yep. When you sell your XRP for liquidity tokens, because it's a trade, that's usually a tax event, correct? John Edwards says, after freezing my bank account, I had a meeting with the bank manager. Didn't go well for him. After schooling him about cross-border payments and the RTGS system, his jaw dropped. Good for you, John Edwards. Good for you. Pookie's in the building. Yeah. What? Hmm. Not great, not great. Well, so Miss Crypto C's giving me a heads up on college basketball because you know that is my jam. That is my moment when I'm all in. Hey there, Pookie says Kale. So there it is, fam. I want to turn you on to that. I will be dropping a video on my AI DPen picks for 2024 for sure. I can't wait to share that with you guys. I'll probably share it tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. The real big Will's in the building. I got to make sure I get it to the Patreon group. Who's your team, seats? Duke, the Duke Blue Devils. Paul Bogle says, thanks, brother. Have a great day. Thanks, man. You too. So Yakazi likes college football. I'm starting to tune in a little bit to college football now that I am in Tejas. So when you say trading crypto, do you mean just merely buying, Felix? Or do you mean like you want to do some leverage trading, which I don't recommend, stuff like that? I mean, I'm in on exchanges merely to buy the asset and get off the asset and put it into cold storage of some sort, crypto to crypto. Yeah. So that's going to depend on where you are, right? If you're in the US, there isn't really like a best one. I mean, there's Coinbase and there's Kraken. Binance US is kind of, I don't know what they're doing these days. But if you're outside of the US, a lot of people love KuCoin. A lot of people love Bybit. Bybit can be on certain assets. They can be kind of high on their fees, type of deal. So yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy, John. Siege is so difficult in the UK to get a crypto account because of regulations. Wow, man, it's brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's how we realize we're still so early in this game. So we're close to hitting 3 trillion in the total cryptocurrency market cap. It is definitely good to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space for sure. All right, fam. So listen, there it is. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out. I just want to come on here and GW Generational Wealth Wednesday because the AMM is coming. Like I said, these next few Generational Wealth Wednesdays and Talk Thursday are probably going to be around the XRPL AMM. So try to get people up to date as much as humanly possible so that they are not afraid. And we want to remind people, in our view, in the Crypto Suzier's view, in my view, the reason for providing liquidity is to help to promote and create the network adoption. The reason for providing liquidity is to help create and promote network adoption of the blockchain, network adoption of the XRPL, which will in turn create demand for the native asset of the blockchain, which would be XRP. That's what we want. We want ultimately to create demand, to have demand for XRP, right? Providing liquidity has these people on the outside looking in, and they're people on the outside are checking 2 things: engagement, liquidity providing, right? They're checking that, and TVL, right? Why are these projects on the outside that looking to build tracking TBL, because TBL is another word for active community participation. Active participation. And projects want to build there. And all the prowess of the XRPL will be discovered and will be promoted, right? But it starts with you and I, in my humble opinion, not chasing the game, but participating, looking to create network adoption of the blockchain, which will ultimately, because remember, network adoption of the blockchain is one project on there doing one thing, is another project on there doing another thing, is another project on there doing another thing, is another project on there doing another thing, right? So someone on the outside looking in to provide liquidity got 4 options for some stuff, got 5 options for some stuff. Network adoption will create storage demand or demand for the native asset of that blockchain, which is XRP, which is what we all want. All right, fam. So there it is. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. John Edwards, Felix, Kyle Timor, I appreciate you checking in, my guys. Soya Kaze, I appreciate you checking in. The Lady of Crypto Keyless and Pookie, I appreciate you guys checking in for sure. The Real Big Will, I appreciate you, my guy. D Brown, I appreciate you checking in. Crypto Rogers, been a minute. I appreciate you checking in, my friend. Terry Brennan, thanks for checking in tonight. Elvin Pena and X Factor, I appreciate you guys checking in for sure. Phantom Beat, as always. Linda, I appreciate you checking in, Miss X Factor. Appreciate you guys checking in tonight. Inkpen 27, it's been a while. Appreciate you being here, bro. Alex Jeet, the Blue Renters in the building. I appreciate you checking in. Who else? There it is. There it is, guys. All right, I'm going to end this live stream like I do all my live streams to remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this. Perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.